Hey y'all, it's Mr. T-Bones. Just going to come at you with some work today. So, estimating angle measures distributive property with algebraic terms. Now, what does that mean? So, in this lesson, we will learn a technique for estimating the measure of an angle. To estimate angle measures, we need a mental image of a degree scale or a mental protractor. Now, the cool thing about this is a clock is a perfect protractor, okay? It goes around 360, well, it goes around 60 times, but we could cut that in half. Really 60 times, what, 4? Gives you 360, 360 goes in 6 times. So each second, it really counts as 6 ticks. Is that right? Yeah, okay, so yeah, each angle is 6 ticks. So 6 degrees every time it goes across. So this can give us a quick image, right? So the first 5 times, 6 times 5. So if we have an angle that looks like that from 12 to point over to 1, chances are it would be 30 degrees, okay? So each of these is going to be about 30 degrees. So if that is 30 degrees, then an angle that goes from here to here, okay, that is 60 degrees. 90 degrees, okay, perfect square, okay? So when we're estimating here, the cool thing is we just need to estimate. You may or may not have a protractor, so feel free to just estimate these, all right? I'm going to say this D to C, DOC looks to me to be close to 90 degrees, but about 6 or 12 degrees off. So I'm going to go ahead and do 90 minus 12, and that's going to give me 78 degrees, okay? So I'm going to say DOC, I'm going to estimate is there. COB looks less than that, but I'm actually going to leave that one. I'm going to do BOA first. That one looks to be about 30 degrees. And why am I doing that one first? Because this one seems a little easier for me to visualize as 30 degrees. Now, if this is 30 degrees, if that's 30 degrees and that I said is 78 degrees, then whatever this one is, it's got to be 78 plus 30 plus x equals 180, right? That is a line. DOA looks like a line. So I can go ahead and do 108 plus x equals 180 minus 108 from both sides. And I will get, what, 72? So x equals 72. So that is my guess for these angles, okay, which works out pretty well. I will say I think I messed up a little bit because COA, that angle right here, looks to be a fair bit more of 90, and right, that's 90. So it looks like there's a fair bit more degrees here than what I mentioned. And if I were to add these together, I get, I guess, 102. I guess that's probably about right. So we'll see how this did. Okay. So you can do the mental image of the protractor, try and figure it out. How well did I do? DOC, they said 36. Oh, so they said BOC is 75. BOC. Oh, I did COB. They did 75. I did 72. The actual thing is 75. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That's pretty close. Oh, they also guessed 72. All right, yeah. So we got pretty close for a lot of these. Interesting. Okay, so those are my estimates. These are their estimates. The next thing to do is entirely separate, entirely different. So let's talk about that. Okay, so they did estimating protractor stuff, and then over here they have an entirely different concept that they've just put in here. 2 times x minus 3. Now here's the thing about this. You can't just do 2x minus 3 and call it good. That is not correct. Because the 2 is multiplying both parts. So it's 2x minus 6 is the correct answer here. Okay? So what we do is it's called we distribute. So if I'm over here and I have negative 2x plus 3, I am multiplying that negative 2 to both numbers. I essentially have negative 2x and negative 2 positive 3. Okay? So this turns into just negative 2x, and that turns into negative 2 times 3, which is negative 6. Okay? And that's how we do this. Okay? Over here, d, I'll show you d real fast. X minus 3. That x distributes. X times x is x squared, not 2x. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. That is my answer. Okay. If we were to simplify over here, see, they do so many stuff that they're just jumping around at. Simplifying over here, we have x squared plus 2x plus 3, x minus 2. Now, the first thing we can do, and really the only thing we can do, is distribute this 3 to both of those numbers. 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So now I have x squared plus 2x plus 3x minus 6. These two are can combine, so they will combine to 5x minus 6. And that x squared hangs out. Okay. I think you'll do just fine with this. You don't need to actually just guess on these. You don't have to do the protractor. Simplify these. That's an important step. Again, you don't have to use the protractor to solve this. Just guess. Make sure that all of them together equal 180. Let's do 2 through 30 even. And that's it for this week. Have a good one, my dudes.